How was Christmas in the Turner household?
Oh, it was great. We stayed here, and the kids, they're not used to seeing snow, so they were really excited about that. They played in it for a little bit, went sledding and stuff, so it was great. We had a great day.
KT Mizzou's obviously a high-powered offense. Just what is the main thing that sticks out to you about what they're able to do when they have the ball?
The Kobe Brown, he really helps them out. The way he can bring the ball up, he can post it, he can hit trail threes. The way they play 5 out, I mean, they just spread you out. And we're gonna have to do a really good job of guarding the ball. They have some guys that Nick Honor can really get to the paint. But the biggest thing is stopping Kobe Brown from, his catch and shoot threes. He's shooting the ball really well, especially from the trail spot and posting us up.
With Adu, there's been a lot of talk about him, maybe moving down to the 4 spot. Just, I guess, what have you seen from him as we progress through the first couple months of the season?
Moving him to the 4 really helps us spread the floor out. Add some shooting, and he can really get to the paint and pass. And he can also rebound really good. So he's strong. He's really strong for a freshman. So most 4 men won't overpower him on the defensive end. But on the offensive end, he'll be able to go by guys and really open the floor up for us.
Cal has talked about him when he's gotten opportunities in games. He's shown a little more than maybe what he's shown in practice. Just, is it been hard to kind of pull that out of him in practice, or is there what's the difference?
He's just young. Has some maturing to do. But he's gonna be a really good player, and he's been doing really good. And like you said, he surprises us sometimes in games. And some guys play better in games than practice, and some guys practice better and not as good in games. So hopefully he can continue to do that when we put him in.
I know you've had a few months to get settled in now in a new position, but even from a recruiting standpoint, what's it been like going out to places and meeting with families and stuff? But as a representative of Kentucky, kind of wearing the blue and white.
It's been great. I mean, Cal's name and the Kentucky brand, I mean, it sells itself. I get a lot more attention when I'm at high school events and AAU events than I've had in the past. People coming up wanting to talk and stuff like that. But it's been great. But at the end of the day, it comes down to relationships and really recruiting the kids and the families.
Has anything about that approach changed for you, just representing a different school?
No, just recruiting a better player, but everything else, relationships are relationships at the end of the day.
We haven't gotten to talk to you since that signing class, kind of your first stamp as an assistant here. Just what are your thoughts on the class as a whole?
I think it's a really good class. I mean, a lot of variety. I think Aaron Bradshaw is going to be really good. Obviously, DJ. And I think the biggest surprise is going to be Reed, the way he really passes the ball. And especially once he continues to get his shot better, he's going to be a really good player. And Justin's been playing good. So, and Rob, obviously, he's dynamic. So it's a really good class, and it's a good variety.
I think I heard you say once that Reed was the first player you saw after coming here to Kentucky. So when you think back to what you saw then to what you're seeing from him in person and on film now, what's kind of the difference in his game?
I think he's gotten a little stronger, and he's shooting the ball better. When I first saw him that first day, I'd never seen him play, and he didn't shoot it particularly good, but his passing was phenomenal. So you add that on top of his pass and his shooting, I mean, he's going to be a really good player.
Obviously, you're already, you're focused on this season, but just with those guys coming in, are you already sort of envisioning how they're going to, work together as a unit when they're on the court together?
Yeah, because they all do different things that's really good that comes together that can help you win games. They're going to be a really good group and fun to watch.
Kaysen is one of these guys that's done everything that you've asked him to. What more are you asking of him as we move on?
To become more of a leader, more of a vocal leader, because everybody in the building respects him. The way he goes about his work and how he prepares and practices. So we're just asking him to be more of a vocal leader and don't take a back seat because you're a freshman. And he's been doing, especially the last couple of days, he's been doing really good with that, talking to guys and speaking up.
He's been one of the best 3-point shooters in the country this season. As a freshman, was this something that you and the rest of the staff could envision for him having not only the confidence to take those shots, but the shot-making ability to have him go in?
Yeah, I saw him a lot when he was young, so I always knew he could make shots. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say I would think he'd be shooting the ball this well, but I always knew he could make shots, and hopefully he continues to do that the rest of the season.
What do you want to see out of this team as the season continues to take that next step in their progression?
We gotta get a little tougher. And the last couple of days, that's what we really broke down the fundamentals and just getting open, not letting guys get bumped off your screens and setting screens. But we get a little tougher and a little bit smarter, we're gonna be fine.
Is the toughness something you saw coming as a problem from the summer, or maybe not a problem, but something you had to overcome as you got closer to the season and then once the season started?
To be honest, no, I didn't personally see that. When I first got here this summer in Bahamas, the trip, I didn't see that. But it's something that, we got to get better at for sure.
Coach Howe has stressed patience from everybody, especially the fan base. In your short dealings now with Big Blue Nation, what is it about the fan base that makes them have to say something like that?
They want to win. I like it. I love that part of it. Fans want us to win. They want to see winners out there, and that's what it should be about.
Chris is a kind of the complementary piece to Adu, just kind of trying to tinker with positions, what he's going to end up being. It seems like the three is kind of where you guys are zeroing in on with him. What is it about the three that you think is kind of needs to be his position moving forward?
Because we think he can really drive a three with his size. He can really rebound over a three, and he can make shots. And he's probably one guy that's really improved over the last week and a half, I would say. And he's been doing really good. I just hope he can carry it over to the game.
He's hitting almost half of his three-point shots, but I think he's only taken like 15 or so. Is there? Are you going to try to get him some more?
Yes. That's the last couple of days. That's what we've been talking about. We've been breaking down stats, and that's the main thing we said about him. His stats are really good, so we just need him to. We got to get him a couple more shots a game.
Yeah, Cal mentioned with Chris that maybe when he first got here, he was worrying a little bit too much about what he and you guys in the coaching staff were, thinking about what he was doing. Have you just kind of seen him take like that next step mentally as well as, on the court?
Yes, he's not pressing as much. He's just letting the game come to him. He's playing. He's trying to do the little things so far as guarding and rebounding, and everything else is going to take care of itself because he's such a talented player.
From what you've seen, do you think this team has the makeup, the mentality to be a good road team?
Yes, a lot of the guys on the team, they keep telling me, man, we love playing on the road here. It's fun, and so they're looking forward to the challenge of playing on the road.
I guess Toppin is one of those guys. What is the message to him right now with some of the toughness questions and trying to figure out what other guys emerging at that 4 spot? I guess what is the message to him?
Kind of like what I said about Chris. Just worry about playing hard, rebounding, playing defense, and the offensive end is going to take care of itself. But he's a guy that we want to see some more rebounds out of, some more nastiness on the defensive end, and I think he'll do it. He will. He'll get it done.
Is Jacob pressing offensively, you think?
I don't think so, because he's one of our best guys, and we call it one more pass. And when he gets there's somebody open right next to him, he always gives that ball up. He's really unselfish on the offensive end. We just want to see him finish a little better around the rim.
How's Sabir been doing? His stats are really good, but just seems like he still gets a brunt of a lot of criticism.
Yeah, he's doing fine. He's a mentally tough kid. And people always talk about his shooting, and he's shooting a decent percentage right now. But he's doing fine. He's going to be good. He's been through it. He's experienced. And I'm looking forward to having him a big second half of the season. Has
having the combo of him and Kaysen on the court together worked the way that you expected it to in the beginning of the year?
Yeah, and I think they're learning each other day by day. That combo out there is really good, especially late in games, especially with Kaysen being so young. He's going to want Sabir out there to help him, get through those type of things. But I think it's a really good combination. They both can guard, and they're both decent on the offensive end.
I guess in what ways have you seen Sabir maybe help Kaysen come along, being that experienced player?
He's always talking to him, on and off the court. Like we're out eating or something like that, he's talking to him, teaching him things. And Kaysen soaks everything up. He wants those comments from Sabir, but it's gonna get better with those two.
It's strange nobody's asked anything about Oscar. What are your thoughts on him?
I mean, first of all, his rebounding is unreal, and something I've never seen in my coaching career or playing career. And the first couple of games, I'm sitting there in amazement at all the rebounds he was getting. But he's doing fine. He's bouncing back from that injury he had, and he's getting back in shape. And he's another one that's going to have a big second half of the season.
He was pretty outspoken about, you know, spacing kind of being an issue for him down low, just being too congested. Just what's kind of a counter to that for you guys?
Guys are gonna have to make shots because right now everybody's just collapsing on him when he gets it on the block. So he's getting better as a passer day by day, and so when he passes out, guys are gonna have to make shots because they're gonna be open because he's demanding double and triple teams right now.
What's the challenge in getting or expanding some guys' range, shooting, like, try to get them out or maybe try to get them closer to the basket?
I mean, we have guys that can make shots. We've had a couple guys that's been struggling of late, but they're in the gym, they're shooting, they're working on it, and I have all the belief in the world that we're gonna start making shots.
Everyone good?